Here's a look at your daily market report on this Tuesday, the 10th day of June. At the auction barns around the state today, Unionville Livestock Market, they're expecting a bit of a lighter run. They do have 4 full loads of the Rockin' R steers from 8.5 to 900 pounds, plus about 150 head of cows they'll sell today. F&T Livestock Market, they've got about 1,300 head of feeders they're expecting. Kingsville Livestock Auction, they're going to have about 2,000 head of feeders plus some cows. Lawley Brothers Livestock Market going to have about 1,600 head on their early listings. And then Ozarks Regional Stockyards in West Plains, they're expecting to have about 2,500 head through the barn. Their video sale today going to have near 2,000 head on it. At the auction barns on Monday, Tina Livestock Auction, they had a bit of a lighter run, 754 head compared to last week. Feeder steers and heifers trade with a higher undertone, with some 5.5 to 6 weights trading up to 20 higher. Stickout sale there included 221 head of steers, 950 to 1,000 pounds. Medium and large 1s and 2s, they were tagged as fleshy. They sold at $275. Callaway Livestock Center in Kingdom City, they had 2,615 head through the barn. The steers there anywhere from steady to $12 higher. Heifers under 600 pounds were stayed to 10 lower than last week's very active market. Heavier weight heifers sold steady. Some stickout sales at Callaway included 30 head of steers, 597 pounds, 420 and a quarter. They were tagged as thin. A potload of 720-pound steers at $340. A potload of 752-pound steers at $345. 120 head of 823-pound steers at $326.60. At Joplin Regional Stockyards on Monday, they sold 7,198 head. Steers were $5 to $25 higher. Heifers $5 to $15 higher. The steers, medium and large ones, 4 to 5 weights at 400 to 460. Some thin up to 480. 5 to 6 weights at 375 to 430. A full load of thin steers weighing 506 pounds at $467.50. 6 to 7 weights at 337 to 380. 7 to 8 weights at 309 to 350. 8 to 9 weights at 296.5 to 316. 900 to 950 pound steers at 289.5 to 291. Feeder heifers, medium and large ones, 4 to 5 weights at 375 to 420. A full load of heifers, 466 pounds, tagged as thin, 452. 5 to 6 weights at 325 to 366, with a load of 538-pound fancy heifers at 415. 6 to 7 weights at 307 to 355. 7 to 8 weight heifers 293 to 326. 8 to 9 weights at 267 to 293. Box beef cutout values, choice at $371.16, up $391. Select at $359.82. That's up 89 cents this morning. Those values based on 62 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. The choice select spread at $11.34. Negotiated feedlot trade so far for the week, basically a standstill, just a few hundred head of scattered sales around. No real test of the market so far this week. Last week we had 78,808 head. The weighted average price on the live sales last week, $236.63. That was up $5.88 from the previous week. Dress sales at $380.03, which was up $11.56. Taking a look at the midday futures markets on the Mercantile Exchange. Live cattle for June, $226.20 down 80. August, $217.50 down $1.75. October at $214.67 down $1.20. Feeder cattle for August, 17 higher, $311.82. September, $310.97 up 27. October at $308.80 up 42. Lean hogs for June, 32 higher, $103.10. July at $107.90 up 70. In August, 50 cents lower, $109.60. On the board of trade, corn contracts, July 4 1/4 higher, $437 3/4. September up 3/4 at $423. December unchanged at $438. The rest of contracts fractionally to a penny lower. Soybeans are 1.5 to 3.5 higher at midday. July 10.59.5. August 10.51 1/4. September 10.24.5. Wheat contracts are 7 to 8.5 lower at midday. July at 534.5, September 548 and 3/4, December at 570 and 3/4. Soybean meal for July down 10 cents a ton, 295.40. Soybean oil for July 55 cents a hundredweight higher at 47.93. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's your daily market report for Tuesday. This is Tony Hancock.